Okay, we're live.
Woo.
Is anybody in the chat?
Where do I go to see the live chat, by the way?
It's on the
YouTube
right
channel?
for me. That too.
Because I can't see it.
Hello, hello.
Can anybody hear us?
Can anybody see us?
Is anybody listening?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can see it.
Hi, hello.
It's in comments.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
So
Ooh, Patrick's here.
to our viewers, if anybody wants to jump on camera and join the stream right now, we're accepting auditions for a fourth. No experience required.
You don't have to be a booktuber, just hop on in.
Yeah, if you've got a book and a camera.
You know, like WalkerWrites7. Oh, God. Yeah. Did you hear that thing stuck in my throat? I'm glad I got that out.
For all that quiet reading, we don't need hacking ASMR.
Oh. Well, that's about all I had to offer. Where do I go from here? What do I do? Now I'm having an existential crisis.
Hi, Leon. What time is it there?
Oh, he's not that shy. Oh, it's Leon. I think
Walker's gonna do it. Let me send him a link.
Hi, Walker.
Oh,
I'll send you a link.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. We had a cancellation last minute, so won't have to stare at just us. We'll have one more.
There's nothing wrong with just staring at us.
All
booktubers are beautiful.
Look at me.
Hello.
Let's do the hashtag.
Does anyone want to share what they're reading in the comments, or what are you guys reading? Quiet bunch.
There might be a little delay. We should do introductions and book readings. So
host goes first, or we can just do nose goes.
I say Megan already started, so we're the little people.
Well, yeah, we're her little minions.
I'm introducing myself. Okay, I'm Megan. So I have a channel, Megan's Reading Revelations, and I am reading To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. And I started it last night, and I am on page 70, so not very far in.
All right, I guess I'll go next. My name is Andrew. I am from Andrew's Wizardly Reads. I just started my channel this month, so I am reading. Hold on, let me find the camera. There we go. Ship of Magic as part of Megan's read along, and I am 488 pages in.
So barely over half. I mean,
yeah, barely. Just look at that. Just Daniel Green book smack.
I figure we'll do this reverse order because why not, But so I'm Nico from Niko's Book Reviews. I actually just finished Ship of Magic, which I loved. So I'm starting a brand new book, Prince of Fools. That was the last book I wanted to make sure I got to this month. So I figured I would use this stream to christen it. So I see we've got several people reading Assassin's Apprentice. That's cool.
Yeah, Joanna wants to know if I like it. I enjoy it, but I have thoughts. I enjoy it, but I have thoughts.
Unmute yourself.
Welcome, Walker.
Hey, Walker.
You're currently muted if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go because if you're all talking while my thing's unmuted, you're all gonna hear everyone.
Fair. Well, hey, all right. Thanks for joining us. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us what you're reading?
Well, that's also super delayed. Yeah. This is.
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
I don't have a sign.
Also, I saw Betty's reading a destillation called Peace. I've got a destillation called Empire, and I'm super excited to get to that here soon. It's by Arcady Martin. and it's like a really political. From what I understand, it's a really political space opera. So I do want to get to that eventually, and I've actually got Desolation Called Peace in my Amazon wish list.
Oh, Johanna, The Lies of Locke Lamora is one of my favorites.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I just got the UK hardcover for the first two Gentlemen Bastards.
I just have ugly mass market paperbacks, but it's okay.
Same.
The only ones I have in mass market anymore are Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn.
Same.
Well, we ran a little bit late with the talking, so I think I'm just taking off the lead of what we did on the last one that was on Megan's channel with 5-minute chat, 15-minute read, I think is what we did. Is everybody okay with that? Do we want different timings?
Works for me.
All right. Well, I will try to pay attention. I'll set a little timer too, because knowing me, I will not actually notice. So all right, we'll jump into the reading, and so about 7:20, we'll jump back in and we'll check back in and see if see if we're good on the technical issues. So
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah,
Okay. Am I delayed? It sounds like everything's up to date. Also, it didn't help because I had YouTube open the same time as I had the stream, StreamYard open. So I'm hearing you guys like doubled. I'm like, what is happening?
makes sense.
So real quick,
What is happening?
my name's WalkerWrites7, and I'm actually in the last 50 pages of King of Scars. So like, I'm ready to finish this like tonight.
I need to read that still.
Yeah, me too. Gonna just go for it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I think I've got less pages than you, and I'm just starting this book. So
Yeah. I believe in myself.
All right. How many pages did everybody get to?
It's hard, so not that many.
I'm also on 10. I thought I'd get further.
I only got
Right.
like 4, but granted, I had to finish up work because this was a very last second thing. So I was like, I got all this set up, and I went back and like did like the last thing I had to do for work.
I
I
got
don't think we
7
can
done.
blame you for that.
No.
That's for live ship. That's pretty solid.
How many?
7.
Yeah, the words in my book were like there was no spaces between the lines. It was so dense.
I got the UK edition.
I
if
want
you look.
Yeah, they're pretty. Did you just start your book, Nico? Like just now, or had you been reading it?
Oh no, I just started it now. I don't even have a bookmark. I used a piece of paper because I forgot to grab bookmark. So
Well, I'm like,
DK's here.
and reading Malazan, so 5 is definitely fair for Malazan.
Oh yeah.
let's see. Nick you read 20?
Who read 20? Jeez, Nick
Nice.
is a beast.
What are you reading, Nick? Dark Tower. You know I DNF'd the first one. I don't know if
Gunslinger? You didn't like Gunslinger?
I don't know. I just wasn't for me. I don't know, but I always wonder if I should go back and try it.
I think I made it to Song of Susanna, but I didn't understand all the multiverse tie-ins, so like a lot of it fell flat for me.
Yeah.
But I read it back in high school, so.
Someone told me that if you're going to start with King, well, we've had this conversation before. I don't know, not you and me, but don't start there.
CK, which one are you reading? I'm starting Memories of Ice next month, so I'm excited for that.
Well, I am like so intrigued by To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I know that you didn't like it, Walker, but it starts off really good. Like it starts off super intriguing. Does it just like slow down a ton?
Okay, my problem with it, I actually did think it was really interesting. Like, yeah, the very beginning, it's not really spoilers because if you read it, you're all gonna get there really fast. But yeah, it's like it's really creepy and atmospheric. Like, I love. Like, what part are you on? Like, how far?
Where she like is getting tested on.
Okay, so yeah, it's like super early. So yeah, it's like when you first set it up, it's like you really get to know her and like her partner at the time and like the station and like the creepy sort of alien stuff. It's like all that's really interesting, but it's just so slow. It just like doesn't go very far. And like again, I can't really like grasp onto what's supposed to be like the best part of the book because it's like there's like this intense like bodysuit stuff. So there's like really cool technology, but there's also like just the main character and like her emotions, but there's also like a ragtag group of people you run into, and there's like an alien mystery. It's like there's so much, and it just goes so slowly. I couldn't really figure out. I was like, well, what am I supposed to like really be liking at this? I feel like he has too many things spread out, and he doesn't focus enough on something for it to be like, oh yeah, that's like the high point of my book. So and it was just taking me forever to read. But yeah, the beginning is like really interesting. If anything, I feel like the alien mystery would probably what would make me come back maybe if I like return to it.
Okay. So is it like a hard DNF you're doing, or you're not sure?
It's not a hard DNF, but I can't see like when I pick it back up again. Because it's like I'm probably gonna hang on to the book because it's just like it's a really pretty cover and everything. And I have the audiobook. So it's like eventually I can come back to it. It's just like I just feel like so I feel like I have like nothing accomplished this month because of this book. So I'm like I'm gonna put it down for now, and maybe when I run out of like when you get credits, when I run out of credits on Audible or whatever, and I have nothing else to listen to, I'll pick it back up maybe.
Megan says I would DNF if you're not enjoying it so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it down the day you like picked it up. You're like, hey, I'm starting this, and I'm like, and I'm stopping it.
Oh, I got your message, and I was like, oh, foreshadowing. Okay.
Yeah, we like it.
I'm actually starting to realize that in the live ship traders, I think that I need to stop focusing on the adults because I find them infuriating, and I need to start focusing on the kids.
They're infuriating though.
There's some. I've been ranting at Nico about this for a couple days. I find certain logical issues with the first 300 pages just certain things that I don't think would fly. It's written so well I can't stop reading it. But like the way the adults act, and then they're surprised that like these things are happening now, kind of mystifies me. Like you didn't see the writing on the wall, you didn't see any hints. Like you've had 15 years, it took you 15 years to notice. Things like that kind of. And I know like the character I'm talking about, he was a captain on a ship. He was away. He wasn't always home. But still, 15 years of coming back into port is a long time to not realize somebody's not a good person.
Yeah.
He's just misunderstood, Andrew. He's just
misunderstood. Okay, deep in his heart. Because I just read a part where he was again being a prat.
I actually have some theories, but we'll have to get into that later for sure. But we've reached the 5-minute mark, and then so let's jump back into our next 15-minute sprint here.
Good luck, everyone.
So it'll be about 7:31, 8:31 Eastern. Sorry for all you Eastern people. Some of us live in the middle of nowhere Central. Okay.
And we each have the same couch.
All right, everyone. That was another 15 minutes. How far did we get this time?
I read 12.
I also read 12. Good job, Megan.
I was at 11.
I did 8.
8. So going up, going up. I have to say, so far, it's weird because this takes place like during Emperor of Thorns, I'm gathering. And so it's interesting being back in the world, but having a very different character and narrative so far than Broken Empire was. So.
Does it do the time skip?
Not yet, but I mean, there's time yet.
No
Yeah.
spoilers.
Well, no, that's just a creative thing that Mark Lawrence does as an author. He does 2 different time periods for the same characters. At least he does that for Book of the Ancestor and for Broken Empire. So I'm wondering if he does it for the what's that one called? Rose.
This one's Red Queen's War.
Red Queen's War. So I'm wondering if
Literally.
it's just a structural thing. Is more my question.
Could be.
I'm reading some of his work this year because I have a couple. I actually have a lot of his stuff. I've never read any of it.
Do you do well with Grimdark?
It depends. I've been talking to a lot of people about that series, so I'm good. I'm gonna go for it. So.
About Broken Empire, I should be doing a video wrap up here soon.
Spoilers?
So. No, I'll try and keep it mostly non-spoiler, mostly a character study, I think.
I'll check it out.
So how is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars?
So it's almost like I don't want to spoil anybody though.
I'm still on the fence on getting it, so anything you give me might push me over the edge.
Well, I'm only on page 94, but she encountered. So they're terraforming a planet. She encountered this alien substance, and it's basically fused with her. So it's almost like host parasite kind of thing. But I don't know yet. We don't know enough about the alien being to see what's going to go with it. And I just saw someone say they thought it was just average. Yeah, Megan also. So she said I didn't mind sleep. It was just average. So that's the consensus I'm getting is it's 3 stars. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah, I've heard Paolini. He's gotten better, but it's still Paolini's style, is from what I've been told.
Well, I think he's just really realistic. I kind of respect all the research he puts into his books. I was watching a review where he talks about that, where he I think for Aragon, whenever he was talking about people smelting and doing blacksmithing, he actually went and did it himself, so he actually could describe the way the metal was melted and stuff like that. So it's really interesting how he writes it, but yeah, some of the stuff I think maybe he just writes a little too realistic.
See, now I just got sad because that sounds like Scott Lynch, and I just would rather the book come out than all of the horse stuff be super accurate at this point.
He's working on it.
I know. Let's
How you doing, Walker?
Digital research.
On my book, that was amazing. What I just read was bone chilling. It was incredible. I'm getting towards the end. So yeah, one of the people's, the way they use their power, and one of the bad people gets their comeuppance, and it's all so good. I'm just I'm so into it right now.
So how do you compare? How is that compared to Shadow and Bone or Six of Crows? If you had to.
So Shadow and Bones I actually have not read yet, and I wasn't really planning to because I don't really think it's my thing. I love Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. This, I feel the way it compares is that I feel the characters are still really there. I feel they go into really good character development and how examining them. I also think the relationships are really good. I don't know how the first trilogy went, but there's no toxic relationships in sight, and I'm a fan. But it does a lot more world building. There's a lot more world building in this one. It's opening up all this this crazy stuff.
I already pre-ordered Rule of Wolves, and I haven't even read King of Stars yet. So
yeah. It's
I just did a chapter, or the part of the chapter where a specific character just kind of soared from where he was kind of complaining most of the book, and then he just kind of stood up. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And it was just so epic. I got giddy. It was a little grisly.
Are you towards the end?
No, I'm in the middle. I am currently on the live ship. I will say that I'm on the live ship, and this scene. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I just read that. I was just like, oh my god.
I figured that was the best way. Nobody who's not read it will know what that means, but
because I was like, is he talking about the end? Because the end is pretty good with him too. So I was like,
oh
I
yeah,
haven't gotten there yet, but that scene was amazing.
the end will, I think, solve a lot of problems for you because it was so good. Oh, it's
Really?
really good. I'm really excited for the next
I'm
one.
waiting for Kenneth. Is it Kenneth? I always want to say Kenrick, and I know it's Kenneth. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for everything to kind of come together. But so far, right up until then, Wintro just became my favorite character. So before that, it was Kenneth.
Oh, just you wait.
Just I wait.
You wait. He gets
wait.
even better. But
Does he?
oh, we're like 2 minutes over.
Are we?
It's
Do we have
hard
any-
to stop the conversation. So
Do we have any comments we need to address first?
I was just reading that King of Scars was really polarizing. Yeah, Stacy, that's what I've heard too. Who was asking about backstory dumps? What book? For what book?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. I saw that comment. I didn't know what he was referring to.
Sorry, I meant to
think
address it.
Patrick. Maybe Sleep in the Sea of Stars is what he meant.
I mean, it started off like kind of right into it, very small exposition. So I think that, like everyone said, that pacing is off. So we'll see if it's like action, then nothing for like 200 pages.
Yeah, he meant the stars.
No,
so, yeah.
I mean, it got really right into it, so very little.
I just realized I could do that.
Yeah, I was wondering how you do that.
Yes, you can.
That's cool.
I'm learning, guys.
And no, Nick, you're awesome.
You're doing great.
You the real MVP. Everybody out there in the audience.
MVP.
Well, I mean, we don't have to keep a super strict time schedule anyway, so I think that worked. Well, I feel like we'll slowly, get back into time. But everybody ready to jump into the next one?
Yeah. No, after that, I'm ready to finish this chapter.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll start the 15-minute timer now.
Alrighty.
All right, we've just hit time.
Scared me again.
Sorry.
I was like,
I'll start talking in a more soothing voice.
You're the
All right,
boss,
ladies and
Andrew.
gentlemen.
I'm a bit jumpy. I was getting zoned in again.
I
Maybe
think
we
we're
should have
all
done
zoned
longer.
in when you started having like your ecstasy moans.
Yeah, it was good. I'll do it again.
He doesn't even have to tell us like how he feels. We could just see his reaction.
Oh,
And Andrew, do you want to go first? I feel like you have a lot to say.
really, I just this book, the prose is so beautiful, and like as it slowly just reveals itself to you, it's so interesting. Amber is such a mysterious character. I still don't know who she is, but I like her. I love Paragon. It's just I'm excited to see where everything ends up, and that makes me want to just run through and start Mad Ship. But I can't even do that for 4 days because this is going to take me for bloody ever. But I'm enjoying myself with just the story, but sometimes the characters kind of bother me. But how'd y'all do?
I read 13, and we had some alien species and a laser gun fight on a ship. So I was like, y'all don't even know what was playing out in my head. It was good.
What about you, Walker?
I still had a good part. Stacey, by the way, I know that you said earlier that like Nina was one of your favorite parts. I'm like reading like the end with Nina right now, and it's like so good. So if you want a really satisfying part, Nina would definitely be good. It's actually weird because I know a lot of polarizing parts about this book is that the 2 point of views are like completely separate. So literally, if you only care about Nina and don't care about Nikolai and Zoya, you actually can just read the chapters with Nina's name, and you would still get like a full story. It's actually kind of weird. I feel like it should be like 2 separate books. But yeah, it's this conclusion is just going so well right now.
All right.
What about you, Nico?
So I got through 12.
Nice.
And yeah, it's funny because most books, this is a follow-up trilogy. It would probably do some recap. In this, the main character literally pays no attention whenever anybody explains things that happened in the first trilogy. And so you're just expected to have read it to understand what's going on. And so it's just that kind of made me laugh the way that was done.
It's in a different kingdom, isn't it?
Yes, it's a different kingdom, but it's the same. It's very
Same
clear
empire.
it's happening. Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I
So-
remember reading the line that they were, yes, Book Buds, it was a good part. I love Book Buds. The Red Queen's area is up north, right?
They're in like the Red Marches, I think, and part of it in Roma. But there's a map. I don't
Oh, there's
think
a
you can
map?
probably see that. Yeah,
I have
actually a
that.
big one.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
don't
straight
think
up
that
the UK.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like the Drowned Isles are definitely like England and Scotland and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
And that becomes more and more clear. But I don't think you were supposed to know that immediately the first time, so that's probably why it didn't say that initially.
Yeah.
But sorry, I got distracted talking about that. I was trying to click on more comments.
That's probably why they didn't include a map in Broken Empire.
Yeah, I promise I'll try no more jump scares, Nick.
Hi, Alvin. Have you guys read Codex Alera?
Yes,
Did you read the whole series?
I did.
Because that is one that I read the first book years and years ago, and then I never continued. I might have been like a teenager, and then I found the whole series at my used bookstore, so I like just snatched it up, and I want to reread it.
Yeah, I really like Codex Alera. The names are
Still on the
spoilers, though.
Okay, like the names of the books or the names of the
Names of the books are mild spoilers.
I have to look, but everyone keeps pressuring me to read Dresden, like bad.
It's funny because it's the same author. What I really find interesting is people either like both, like Dresden, or like Codex. Like sometimes they don't always meet in the middle because he wrote Codex on a dare.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know.
Yes, I'm jumpy. I know.
Okay, well, I'll have to see which one I want to, because I don't remember anything about.
Oh my gosh,
Dresden's 17 and Codex is only 6, so I'd go with Codex first.
Yeah, I was like, there's a lot of books in that series.
Yeah, maybe I'll just read Stormfront.
Technically, there's 19 Dresden if you can include the 2 short story compilations.
But I already have Codex Alera. I don't have to.
There it finally is. So I read a few Dresden, and Codex Alera sounds like it appeals to me as a reader more. So I plan on reading that before I try to jump back into Dresden. But
yeah,
Dresden was solid.
It's almost like you took Pokemon, mixed it with Avatar: The Last Airbender, mixed it with the Lost Roman Legion, and then stuck it in a Portal Fantasy. It's complete fantasy. It's a mashup, but it's really well done. The later books get a little bit on the weird side, but like it ends really well, and I enjoyed it. Nice. It's got one of the greatest, one of the most entertaining couples that I find just because it infuriates everybody else and they don't care. I love it.
Michelle, I have the first one on there. Oh my gosh. You're
I've got
such a sweetie. She's the one that sent me the oh my god, the Mark Lawrence books we were just talking about with Jorg as the character. Michelle.
Broken Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetheart. Oh my god, thank you.
If you want Dresden, the Kindle has the omnibuses. It's got 2 omnibuses with I think 6 in each. If you have an e-reader. No? Okay. I tried. I actually got rid of all my physical copies and then just bought the e-versions.
I just finally I got a Kindle because I hate reading on my phone so much, and I have some ebooks. I
It's better
try
on
to
your
avoid
eyes.
them usually, but so far I had to stop and read Ship of Magic though. But I'll get back to that.
They smell so nice and they're so pretty.
Oh, I know.
I'm
I'm definitely a book person. I like my physical media, but man, I'd still buy CDs if anywhere would sell them to me though. So, but
It's funny. I was a
anyway.
physical perk, went back to E, then came back to physical.
I've
We
heard
were.
books are good for Dresden, Stacey. I've heard that too.
I was gonna cut us at 8:10, and now we're late again. But I think that's gonna keep happening. We're a chatty bunch, which is good though. It's nice too. I'm glad that we still have people hanging around, so they don't seem to mind too much. But we'll jump in so that we still have kind of a good spot here. Do our next 15 minutes.
Alrighty.
Good luck.
I hope you finish soon, Walker.
I hope you don't finish, Andrew, if you know what I mean, because last time that was a little weird.
I think I might mute myself. You made me self-conscious.
It was fun. Hey, honestly, it's
camera off, so if you get super excited, just like
yeah.
I've got this nice nifty little flap.
Hey, I think you have the same camera. Do we all have the same
We all
camera?
have the same camera. Okay, let's get to reading. Sorry.
I've already started the timer, guys. Come on.
What do you want from me? Make sure
I don't even know where I am.
You should be at home.
All right, everybody, we've reached the end of the 15-minute period.
There we go.
I hope
Nice
this
and
was a
gentle.
soothing way to wake you up from your reading. I was really tempted to yell, but
Let the
didn't
boy
want to
hit
be
the
that
floor.
mean.
You like brought me back to the days of like standardized testing whenever they would like call for breaks and stuff
Pencils
like
down.
that. Exactly.
All right, everybody, put your pencils
That's the
down.
voice I use.
Hands away from your test. Andrew, keep your eyes on your own Scantron.
90s kid.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, born 1990.
Baby.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
won't.
is.
I won't say my age then.
You were like born 1993, weren't you? 4. 92.
I'm old on the inside.
I think Megan's an 80s girl.
That's why I didn't yell. Yeah, there it was. I figured people did probably. It's
Megan,
bad enough my old intro.
I literally didn't think about you looking like Amy Adams until that video, and now I like always see it.
Dude, I have random people, not like every day, but like over my lifetime, just come up to me. Like I was at work one day and someone came up to me and I'm like, I don't know you.
Holdler should probably buy new shoes.
What?
Hordler. I can't pronounce the name. Patrick should buy new shoes. He says he's got shoes older than me.
I tried to scroll back up for the comments. I say we had a mention of One Piece. Yeah.
Yes, I love One Piece.
likes One Piece. We have
Come aboard and bring
Mini
the
B31
flow.
likes One Piece. Andrew likes One Piece. I've never read One Piece, and I probably won't, just because
You totally should.
it's not my thing. But we were just talking. I don't even like graphic novels. I've tried.
No, I know.
I don't know.
Actually, do I own any graphic novels anymore? I think they've just been sent to the half-price books, and
I think the only graphic novel
You're
I
welcome,
have and
Nick.
still getting is like Full Metal Alchemist. I love that series.
I still need to get your book, Walker.
Yeah, you should.
It's
I
on my
have it.
wish list.
I
Well,
haven't read
good.
it yet, but I have
Go,
it.
Nico. What you're gonna do is you're gonna send that to me. I'll send you Red Rising, and then you can buy another copy.
Oh, but I don't want to read Red Rising again.
I have this cool like Barnes and Noble edition, but I don't know if I'm going to read any of the sequels.
That's
Oh,
so
hey,
pretty.
there it is.
A cool Barnes
That's
and Noble
Walker's
edition
book.
of what?
Red Rising.
I didn't know there was a Barnes and Noble edition.
Do you guys want to do a buddy read of Walker's book?
Sure.
It's not very long. I have a digital
We
copy.
should.
I can't imagine it would be because you guys read so much. Like Megan, I think you would like to read a lot more stuff like it. I can't imagine Nico or Andrew like what you would like find in it. It probably would read like really young for you.
What, your book?
Yeah,
It looks like it'll be a quick read, though. So
Like,
it would be really fast.
How many books
we got
do you have
90.
planned?
I can just read it out loud.
3?
And just listen to me while I read it.
Hey, I'll tune into that. Do it live chat.
Live
Yeah.
reading on my channel of Walker's book.
40
Amy-
pages, book buds.
Amy Adams reading Revelations.
I only did like,
Probably copyrighted.
I think I did 12 pages this time. Am I lying? I don't know.
I did 11, but I finished a chapter with like a minute left, and so I just stopped because it was a really good stopping
I
point.
did 11.
I did 11 pages. I did lie. I tried
Yeah,
to up my
yeah.
numbers by a single page. I'm a bad person. What can I say?
Oh, there it is. Amy Adams reading.
I know. I'm sorry, Patrick. So, how did everybody's reading go?
I popped up. We had somebody take a snack break and let their dog out, which is fair.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was Stacy. There we go. I found it again.
Put a dog on camera. It's like, I won't let my cats in here. They'll knock all my stuff over.
My cat sleeps in this room, so
If I had any animals in here, they would not probably let me read and would
Yeah.
try to get on the camera. So
you have a nice farm at your house.
it's two cats, 2 dogs. It does a lot, but
I got 2 dogs, 1 cat.
I have a dog, 3 cats, and a parrot.
Oh, Walker, I
Okay.
can see him right there.
Where's the parrot? Because now I really want to see it.
No, it's outside. It's not.
Your parrot's outside?
No, that sounded wrong. That room, nothing's closed, and it's closed, but it's like outside the house. It's not like part of the house.
See, that's not some noise I'd want to invite into my life as a parrot. I just wouldn't want to deal with that.
CK, I never promised pets.
I was just
That
saying,
was
did we
Nico.
promise
That was
that?
all Nico.
I don't think I did. Do I have to go get a dog?
I
Okay,
mean,
they have mine. They can just.
yeah, Walker's it's kind of hidden behind your name, but
Oh,
I don't know how to
that's
fix
what somebody
that.
was talking about. I'm not sure if you can. You'd have to like move your camera, but I see the ears.
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, there we go. There's a pet,
Doggo.
CK. That's a
Nova.
good-looking doggo.
Nova.
Oh, there's two.
There's
Yeah.
2 of them.
Gosh, is that a husky?
Yeah, he has a toy.
Beautiful.
This is gonna
Oh,
turn into like.
It's gonna turn to. Now I need to go get my dog.
Do it.
Do it.
should we all get pets?
Yeah.
She's all gonna get all anxious and probably pee on my carpet. It's not worth it.
Okay, well maybe not.
Oh,
So
that's
how many
great.
pages has everybody read so far, do you think?
I know they're all
Oh,
talking about animals.
I literally lost my bookmark. I was keeping track of my bookmark, and last time we stopped, like I was like, I've been sitting right here at my desk. I know what happened to my bookmark,
I
but
found at least like tonight 30 something at least.
Let's see,
Yeah.
I started at 490 at the reading sprint, and I'm now at 531.
yeah, I think I got like 40.
I've done about 40 pages.
I just started this. So I'm 44 pages in. It's really easy to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, any time jumps, Nico? Or the
No,
time
no
jumps?
time jumps so far. It's
That-
like
that-
the beginning narration makes it sound like we might move forward at some point, but it's really good so far. It is extremely different than Broken Empire, but the scene that I just got done reading at the end of chapter 4 was just hilarious and fantastic. And so this is a lot more like lighthearted feeling than Broken Empire for sure.
Hey,
But
Nick wants to know what all of our bookmarks look like. So everyone, hold up your bookmarks.
Oh, my
This is
actual
mine.
bookmark. I've got a leather bookmark that I got off of
Sticky
Amazon.
note.
I'm using a piece of.
You can see the back of it. It's actually
Let me get a bookmark.
it's actually leather. So far today, I've read that much. So I started at 440, and I'm now at 530. So I've read 90 pages today in live ship. So just 10%. I've read 10% so far.
These are the bookmarks I usually use. This was some comic book shop was doing a thing where kids were supposed to read like 10 books to get a free comic, and they had like a huge stack my wife got. So I've got like 100 of these. But
100?
this is there's a lot. This is a small book, so maybe I'll use my Brian Lee Durfee 5 Warrior Angels bookmark.
I can't wait to get
Wow.
to 5 Warrior Angels.
Shout out Brian Lee Durfee.
I haven't read his stuff yet.
I'm looking at it. I've got my bookshelf right here.
Okay, I can't agree to any more buddy reads with you.
You can probably see them. They're
Any more buddy reads with who?
You,
Why?
because it'd be like every single book.
that's why I had to
I
chill.
don't want to talk to you that much, Andrew.
Whoa, we're doing Empire of Silence next month.
Dude, I just don't know where mine is. Like, I want to get started that as soon as like April hits, and it's just still not here.
He reads way more than I do.
Who, me?
Yes.
They're also like big books
I
too.
buy. So literally, I unhauled everything, but like June of last year, except for like my Wheel of Time, and even half of that got unhauled and upgraded to hardcover. So I've just been hauling hard for every month, like 20, 30 bucks.
The last like
I'm like one
few
a day.
months have been bad for me for buying books.
I haven't helped.
No, you haven't.
I actually created a new area in the Discord called Deals, and basically I just surf Book Outlet and send it to the Discord.
You're one of those.
I tell you, Book Outlet was not a good discovery for me because it's so cheap. There's so cheap ones.
Well, $35 to get free shipping, and that'll get you what, 6 books?
Easy.
Yeah.
And then you can buy one hardcover for like $29 on Amazon. So 6 books,
Yeah.
one hardcover.
Alvin, I didn't like book 1 very much, but I loved book 2. I was really glad I gave it another shot. And book 3 I'm excited for. So
Stacy, I see your dog in Discord and it's adorable. If anyone's on Megan's Reading Revelations Discord, Stacy posted a picture of her sleeping dog.
I am
That's
gonna
so
look at
cute.
that later because if
some
I've
of
got
us want to swim.
Your
no,
ethics
I've
valid.
got too many Discord servers. If I open Discord, I'm down the rabbit hole.
You guys
I'm-
talk. I don't know how you guys get anything done with how much you talk. It's like every minute. Like when I have to go to work, I have to mute like your server. I'm just getting updates all day.
So you want to hear something worse? So I'm on a Discord that like does voice chats now. So like literally today at work, I was on the voice chat and it was so much better because you can still talk to everybody, but you can actually do work.
Oh, that's cool.
Having to be on your phone and like typing. So I was like, maybe I should open like a voice chat so that way.
So you just hop in and chat.
That could work.
Yeah, but like you're like if I need to be on my computer because like I was sitting there grading papers while I was talking instead of like I can't be on my phone and grade not work. I don't do this, but if I did, I couldn't be on my phone and like do things at the same time. So
Welcome back, Patrick. What are you having for dinner?
Right? It's funny. Usually, I've got a stool right here, which is where I keep my personal laptop, and then my work setup is on my desk. And so I've got Discord open here, and like on my breaks, I can chat on Discord, or if like somebody ats me, I can do that. Or if I'm on my lunch, I can edit a video real quick and then like get back to work and things of that nature. So I'm
my editing stuff is slow.
I'm other than my monthly wrap up in April TBR, I'm through the first week of April already.
Overachiever. I used to be caught up. I'm not anymore.
Yeah, and then I've also got to do my book haul. Actually, I've got like they're all on the back.
I gotta
of
do my book haul too. But I was gonna wait until Empire of Silence came in.
Hold on, I'm just pulling off post-its off the back of my.
I did too many book hauls,
Alright.
so now I have way too many books that I've not done in a haul. That's that whole bottom shelf over there.
no,
Yeah, I've got to do the audiobook that I'm stealing from Megan as well.
audiobook.
Okay,
The audiobook
FYI,
recommendations.
in
Oh.
40 seconds, I can't do math. It was 50 seconds. 50 seconds, we're going to jump back into reading so that we'll end with 5-minute chat time that will probably also go over. But we've gone way over, but I could tell we were. So I'm like, let's ease it in. So
Oh, it's all about the fun, right?
yeah,
It's your
we're all getting good reading.
What's everyone's favorite part about their current book they're reading? Go, you have 20 seconds.
The world. World and character development because the adults suck and the kids are awesome. So there we go.
except for Malta. I said it.
Whoa!
Oh, Malta. Ugh.
She starts out really bad.
She gets worse. I mean,
I've got a little bit of insight there. She's not going anywhere.
okay, let's we're gonna jump. We can't get into a live ship discussion right now. All right, starting
later,
the next 15 minutes. All right, boys and girls, that completes silent reading time.
I was almost at the end of the chapter. Damn it!
I literally finished mine just
Literally
perfectly
same.
again. So the fun line I'll read is, "You would think it's best to save your breath for running, but I often find screaming helps."
Yeah, I hear the. It's definitely a character shift from Mark Lawrence's writing, from what I've heard. What's the character's name again?
Jalen
Jalen.
or Jalen? Jalen?
Jalen's supposed to be a little bit on the cowardly side, from what I understand.
It is very, very different. I'm kind of enjoying the kind of complete opposite type of characters. So it's been interesting to read. But I got see in the comments they're already telling us pages because they're ahead of me as a host. Uh, I did 12 this time.
I think I did 14 this time.
I think Megan said 14 on mute. But
Yeah.
No, my cat was like meowing to get in, and I'm like, that's annoying. You guys will be annoyed.
Oh, I thought that was my cat. Either I just heard your cat or our cats meow at the same
No,
time.
well, I muted early on. That was probably your cat. He was.
Okay.
My chapter was less than my favorite, but I don't tend to like surprise sex scenes. So
I'm not a big sex scene in books in
I like
general.
to see
So.
it. I don't tend to mind, but sometimes it's just like, okay, come on. Like, did we have to?
Book Buds, is Dogman a thing? Because I thought you were reading First Law when you said Dogman earlier.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. Dogman from First Law? That's one of the characters.
Well, see, that's what I thought they meant, but it
Yeah.
sounds like they might not mean that, and it might be something else.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I did too, until he just said that.
Who, Dogman?
There's a lot I don't remember from.
Oh.
Dogman gets expanded on a lot in Oh, I know that one. I know that one. Sorry, I know that graphic novel. No, he is in Heroes, I think, but he gets a larger role in Before They Are Hanged and Last Argument of Kings.
Yeah.
I used to read Captain
Oh, is it
Underpants.
really?
Yeah.
I used to read those too. That's funny. Okay. I didn't realize that makes the 40 pages in 15 minutes make a little bit more sense though. So that's definitely fair. I was like, you guys
I think they're just awesome.
It's like a picture book.
I'd make it quicker. So, but
Walker, how close are you to finishing?
Oh my gosh, so close. I'm definitely in the falling action now. Like, not a lot was happening except for this last chapter. There's a big twist. Let's see, I'm on page like 497, and there are 511. So yeah, I got real close.
Oh, you're real close. The biggest, I don't really tend to like twists at the end of my books anymore. That kind of, what was that book? Never Die by Rob J. Hayes. I read that a couple months ago, and it was just like an M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end, and I was just like, oh my god. It was good. It was so good,
yeah.
but I didn't like the twist at the end.
I think I'm okay with this one.
No,
It depends on the twist.
Is this a like part of a series?
Yeah, and the second one came out like this month. Megan, you said you're getting.
It's out in April. I pre-ordered it, so I should.
Okay.
I see. I don't mind a twist if it's going to be explored further in another novel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mortal Instruments is like a trilogy of standalone books.
Oh yeah. I don't think I would definitely not like a book if it ended on a twist and like that's it. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing after it.
It's like the big reveal.
Like a thriller thing.
No.
Yeah. It's like a thriller
I
thing.
like plenty. I just like to complain as well.
Like, I feel like every thriller, I don't read a ton of thrillers, but every one I've read, it's been like the last, like, I feel like 30 pages is where they throw in like the twist.
Well, I'm sure most of us are Stormlight Archives fans, so we know if we all read any of them, the twists at the end are always like, so how long do I have to wait until the next one?
See, I actually didn't get into Stormlight until this year, so this is my first wait.
Actually,
oh man, they're the worst.
Last year. I finished just in time I think I had a month wait between Oathbringer and the release of Rhythm of War.
We must, yeah, so did I think.
I had a little bit longer than that. I'd probably be like 6 months or so.
Guys, I pre-ordered every single one, so my waits were very long.
I've only been able to pre-order Rhythm of War. That's the only one I've been like caught up with.
I love
I,
Rhythm of War.
I first found out about Sanderson when he was announced as finishing Wheel of Time, so I
Same.
immediately read Warbreaker because that was his new book at the time.
I was too
And
salty.
then I wanted to give him a chance, and in
I was
retrospect, think he did
salty.
a
My
good
favorite
job,
author
but
had died without completing his series. I eventually gave him a chance. Like I think 4 or 5 years later.
I never read Wheel of Time.
You should fix that.
I don't know if Walker would like it.
I haven't.
It's pretty hefty. I feel like that part where they say what is it, like 7 through 10 or
The
something?
slog, there's a lot of world
I can't
building.
imagine a whole bunch of books being a slog. Like maybe like one book or like a middle of a book, but like multiple books. Like I don't think I could do that.
So I
It's
think the
just
sloggy
basically
books
it
are also
slows down.
they're most of the shorter books, and they always end with like a super big payoff.
I feel like all his books are like that, though. Personally,
Knife of Dreams, his last one before he died, was just amazing. So it kind of redeemed the slog, and then it got better just from there when Sanderson kind of took the notes and finished it.
So, and we can keep chatting. It's totally fine. Since we've reached the hour, though, just in case people are leaving, a couple of things I want to say really quick. Everybody doing this live stream does have a channel. So if you came from one of our channels, definitely check the others out. Everybody's got their channel name on as their names. So definitely check out, because Megan just hit 2,500 today, which is like really awesome. And is going to make the rest of us sound bad. But Andrew's almost to 100. You've gone up 2 since we started. I just checked.
Really? I saw I had a new subscriber, and I was like, ooh! But I'm like...
and and Walker, we're working, building him up here, too. So it's...
Yeah,
I was going to say, you've gone up a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
So
we were at 52 last I checked this morning, I think.
Yeah, I'm 54 now. But yeah, I think before Megan, your video was just like 2 weeks or something ago, and like I had like 25. So yeah, I definitely doubled since then. So thank you.
So here are our comments. Yes, Patrick, you do. And we have lots of congratulations for Megan. That is such a huge milestone. So yeah.
They're doing amazing.
It's well deserved.
Also, if anyone has a channel in the chat, I know BookBuds have heard a lot about you, so I actually just subscribed to you on this live
BookBuds
stream.
is awesome.
Yeah, so if anybody else has a channel, make sure to say so we can check you guys out.
They do these skits.
Was.
Sometimes they do these skits at the beginning that are just absolutely hilarious, and then they'll have like the bloopers at the end, where like they did like a blurred out like kissing scene, and it's just them like pressing their cheeks to each other.
Yeah, I was looking at their thumbnails as we were like going.
They're losing. It was absolutely fantastic. They've also got this little bookworm mascot, and I've forgotten the bookworm's name, but it's hilarious because it'll just randomly poke its head up like into frame, and it's like, "Hey, I'm right here," and then like at the end, it's like, "Did you see my cameo?"
Yeah, I'm not that creative.
Oh, they're amazing.
I'm not either. That's
great.
why you gotta appreciate you. There's so many great people. So that's the BookTube community is so much fun.
They also film outside when it's like snowy.
Oliver the bookworm.
Oliver, yeah, it's Oliver. There we go. We're gonna there's the plug for Oliver, BookBuds.
Yeah, feel free to spam your channel name in the chat. That's encouraged. So.
Absolutely.
Or on Discord too. But I was gonna say it's Andrew and I have a Discord. Megan has a Discord. I know I've recognized most of the names, so I think a lot of us are all in one of the same Discords too.
Walker's in both of our Discords.
I know you're in ours. Do you have one?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought I'd ask before just saying that you didn't, in case you did, because I didn't want to sound like I'm like, nah, he doesn't have one. But.
Yeah.
Rose also has a Discord. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it today.
Oh, I didn't know she did.
Yep, Rose has a Discord. She's actually doing anybody who's wanting to do the Wheel of Time, I believe she had planned on doing a read along for the Wheel of Time, and she's still on the first book.
Walker.
Walker.
I'm already trying to do I think I'm doing the Malice. What is the Malice series called?
Faithful and the
So
Fallen.
Faithful and Fallen.
Yeah,
I've got that on point right there.
One.
Good to go. I am just pushing that to everybody I can get to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start that in May. I think that's kind of I'm doing that whole series for every month after that.
It's really good so far.
They're really quick. Have you started Ruin? No, you haven't started Ruin yet, have you?
No, I need to soon. But when I did 2 Hob books for a total of almost 1,700 pages this month,
oh gosh,
it slowed me down. Loved them, but it slowed me down a little bit.
I'm right there. Well, I did Crown of Stars this month too. I started Crown of Stars, and 2 Hob books.
Yeah, that was huge because Crown of Stars are long too. I love them though. Stacy, we didn't get the second part of that message. It stops.
I think I have Johanna's channel though.
She's on Shelf Space though, so.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I was gonna say, and I was pretty sure I'd seen the name, so check out Shelf Space.
Yeah, I've heard Johanna shout it out a few times. Apparently, she's amazing. I just subscribed to her channel recently, and
there's so many people I have to catch up on. I don't have as much time for BookTube anymore. I want to watch everyone's videos, but
yeah. So Walker almost finished his book. Megan, you're
block link. Sorry, I was responding to Stacy. Yeah, I think that's a setting.
I did not know that. That's probably my fault.
What were you gonna ask me?
Oh, how far did you get into to sleep?
I'm on page 132.
Oh dang, you're killing it. It's a big book though, isn't it? It's like 800 pages.
100 not almost 900 pages, and I didn't realize that because it doesn't really look it. But then I was like, oh my god,
it's probably really thin paper, like Rhythm of War.
It's got like Bible pages. That's why I'm just I feel like I've done so much into it, but I figured I was only at 50%. Because I know I've heard that too. Is that when you get to the part where it feels like it's 2 separate books. It's once you get a little over 50% of the way. Because right now where I'm at, where I DNF'd around 50%, it feels like we're wrapping things up. Or things have happened. We've discovered some things, and I'm like, oh, I still got half the book left. What? Yeah, it's pacing's hard.
Well, I have the audio book, so hopefully that'll help me get through the.
It's supposed to be the launch of a whole what did he call it? Fractalverse?
Yeah, because I don't think it's one after the other. I think it's just all different parts in the same universe. I don't think it's gonna be a direct sequel. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be having a bunch of different books around it, sort of like the Cosmere.
Mm-hmm.
I've got already a whole bunch of sci-fi that I just recently picked up, so I need to read that first. I've told myself I'm not gonna haul for a good long while. I'll pick up the occasional book, but I can't keep hauling at this rate.
We believe you, Andrew.
Well, what does that mean though? Occasionally, every other week, or
every other day, every.
I'm gonna try and limit myself to 4 a month.
I feel like that's what I do. It's I think I've probably gotten 1 book a week or something. Just as it kind of comes in, I'm like, oh, that looks really interesting, so I'll buy that now. I don't think I ever go through. I don't put 10 on my list and order them out once.
Well, so I'm turning 31 in a couple days, and everybody on the Discord seemed to think I accidentally said it was my birthday, so I got a bunch of happy birthdays, and I was like, oh, it's not actually my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I always get a bunch of books on my birthday. My wife just basically says, just buy what you want. Here, just whatever. It makes gift buying easy, but I had 30 books I had 14 books in my Amazon wish list, and I bought 12 of them. Then I discovered Book Outlet, and now she's like, you want to go to Barnes & Noble tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to the bookstore.
I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in 2 years.
It's there because if buying books at full price like that makes my habit much worse.
Oh yeah.
So that's why you can see Assassin's Quest behind me. My wife got me the illustrated Farseer books because it was $80 for the 3 of them, and I could not bring myself to
I'm not even
spend that kind of money. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful though. Yeah, it's mostly Andrew's fault. But
yeah,
I saw somebody else post them.
I've seen them online, and I'm like, they're so pretty.
Oh, they're so nice.
The artwork in there is just phenomenal. The illustrator, I can't pronounce her name correctly. I butchered it so bad.
I remember that.
You do a half-ass attempt too. You're like, no.
I think it's Italian. honestly.
Wait,
Nico's
what's
probably
your
got a
name?
better shot at it than I do.
Nico, are you Italian?
You have to move your hand. My name's Nico Salazzo. I probably
I'm
shouldn't have
also
given away that
Italian.
information.
Even though I don't sound Italian.
My name sounds more Italian than I am. I'm like probably an 8th Italian or something. But it's my grandfather was full blown, I think. Kind
I'm a
of.
mutt.
But there's a lot of stuff in there. But
Aren't we all though?
I studied abroad in Italy in college.
oh,
Ah,
that'd be awesome.
jealous.
My wife and I were supposed to go for a delayed honeymoon, and then COVID happened, so it didn't work. But at least I got a refund.
Oh, you got a refund. Well, that's good.
I was surprised.
Wait, is it Alejandro Colucci? Is that it? I can't find the artist.
The illustrator?
No, it's on the back of Assassin's Apprentice.
Well,
Nico,
not
grab
mine.
the right
I
one.
assume.
All of my books are here, so let's
It's
see.
right. It's literally on the back cover.
I would have to jump over a chair if I wanted to get a book.
It's Magali Villanueve.
See, yeah, there was no way I was ever gonna get it.
I assume I'm pronouncing that right. Here's the...
Wait, am I
Yeah.
missing?
No, I was never gonna get it.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
I know
I'm-
exactly where it's located because I turned it over and went, "Oh, it's right here," and then I proceeded to butcher the name, and I still put it down in the description below of my video because nobody was ever gonna understand how that was spelled just from how I pronounced it.
Well, that
Never
looks
gonna
like,
happen.
that looks like Villeneuve. But I don't think that yeah, the way you pronounced it is the correct Italian pronunciation. But I've seen like Villeneuve, like the guy who's doing the Dune movie. His name is what is he? Yeah, Dennis Villeneuve. That's how he pronounces his name Villeneuve.
No.
Yeah. Somebody just pointed out that it's the same artist who did 2 of the end pages on Rhythm of War.
Those are gorgeous.
That makes so much sense because yeah, I love the art for Sturm. I feel like it gets better every book, and Rhythm of War had some of my favorite art for
I need somebody to tell me
Thanks for that, Roy.
which herald is which.
It says so in the beginning of Rhythm of War. He tells you in his like I forgot what it's called, but his foreword or his like letter to us. It tells you like all of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure I looked it up on the 17th shard.
Yeah, there's like a video on the 17th shard. I like going on the 17th shard to their timeline map and just dragging through, and then it like does the whole points on the map and tells you ancient history, new history, things like that. It's kind of cool.
They have like the whole Cosmere one, which was really cool.
Oh, I didn't know about the whole Cosmere one. That must be a new one.
It was like really,
The whole
really big.
Cosmere timeline.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like some of it's assumed, but
All the
I
way
just
back
watched,
to Adalocian.
Adenalcium.
Adalocium.
Yeah, that guy.
Nice.
I also make up my pronunciations because I say Adeline, and I'm not sorry for it.
It's Adolin.
It's not.
You monster.
Audiobook is
Okay.
It's
Literally
Adolin.
no, because
If Michael Kramer says it's Adolin, it's Adolin.
well, even
You're
Brandon
overruled.
Sanderson says it is. But in the book, when he's being named, he's like, "We're gonna call him Lynn." And then what's her face, the wife, says, "Oh, shouldn't he have like a prefix?" And he's like, "Oh, we'll do Ado, Adolin." You wouldn't say Ado. That's not how you naturally would read that. I know I'm literally wrong and I'm arguing anyway, but I will die on this hill.
It's funny because if we're going to talk Cosmere, this is just devolving from a reading sprint to just book discussion.
I think that was Megan's like face, like it's late, guys. I want to go to bed.
Our conversations will go on till like 2 a.m. Like,
Yeah, probably.
I wanted to make like a Cosmere video. I don't know what to make. It's like there's so much to go into, and I feel like I would just start like rambling, and I'm just like.
I have a theory video I need to record someday.
I'm actually planning to do a tier list here soon, ranking my Cosmere enjoyment. I know, but I'm gonna do it. I'll die on that hill.
See people do those. They're really hard.
I'm really wanting to get into doing a couple tier lists.
Bam.
Yeah, until she switched to
Yeah, so she's not being stubborn about it.
I'm choosing to not read that part. I've still never listened to audio, so I've heard Brandon Sanderson pronounce it, and I know I'm wrong. But... Oh man.
You
Well, all
can't-
right. I suppose I'll give you guys an out because I feel like we could all keep talking, but if anybody feels that we need to end, I'm giving you the out because I know the couple of East Coasters it's an hour later for you than it is for me too. But we're actually still maintaining viewership is the crazy thing. Like people have not been leaving. They're like, no, we'll hang out and chat. So
They just
Yeah,
left it on and walked
fantastic.
away. They're not even paying attention. They're
Well,
just like,
CK is always down to just abuse us.
that's true.
It's true, but we love her.
I'm glad I know her real name now because you like on your Discord. It's
Not
just
her real name.
freaky.
It's not a real name.
Yeah, it's also not her real name, but yeah, it was Andrew was trying to type CK and it auto corrected to Creaky, and so she immediately changed it to Creaky, and we've kept it ever since. So it's perfect.
She embraced it like it was
it was
complete accident, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Nope, I'm Creaky now." And I was just like, "All right, fine."
Stacy says she's up late anyway.
Hopefully no one works tomorrow. I'm sure some people do though.
I
Or
don't.
just-
I actually took a couple days this weekend, so I got a 4-day weekend.
Me too. I actually took off time too.
Great.
I'm
So that means
probably
we've
gonna
got
work.
time to start Empire of Silence when it finally arrives.
That's what I meant. I already took it off. Like I took off this past Monday and Tuesday.
When are
So
you
like I already had my 4-day weekend.
backtrack
going
it.
to Empire of Silence in soon?
Hey, you want a buddy read it?
I don't think I can fit it in. I don't think I can.
I don't blame you.
I can't.
I've got a hefty TBR. I've got Memories
Thank
of
you,
Ice.
Patrick.
I've got memories. My Memories of Ice is just that thick. I've got Mad Ship. I've got Prince of Dogs.
I still
Oh,
have
Prince of
books
Dogs
from-
is so good too.
This month is gonna just absolutely slaughter me.
I still
Prince
have
of
books
Dogs
from like
is-
February. I still haven't finished it. Like this has been on like my February TBR, and like it didn't get read in March, and like so I need to get to it in April.
I keep seeing that book around.
That's why I have to read it. So like I don't know yet.
Did you read that one, Megan?
Legendborn, no.
I saw somebody review it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like Andrew said, it's been around, so you probably could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and fit in Rage of Dragons this month. I've already DNF'd it twice. I'm gonna try and push through and give it another fair shot.
I'm not gonna lie, Rage of Dragons, I 100% just went with the bandwagon. I think I definitely gave it a 5 stars, and I put it like in my favorite books of the year. And then while I was trying to go through my favorite books of the year this past December, I was just like,
Didn't even pop in your mind, did it?
yeah, I was just like, how much do I really remember of this?
I just
like,
heard like such negative. Like I've heard good and bad, but the people whose tastes align with mine did not like it. So
Same.
okay.
If Andrew ends up liking it this time, there's hope for me.
what I really
We're the
liked
same
was-
person.
I like the love interest. I feel like she should have been in it more. She was just like, I love like strong like female characters, and she was just so badass. She wasn't in it enough, but yeah,
I
I
just
respected her a lot.
See, Stacey, that's the problem I had with Poppy War.
And that
We're not going there, Andrew. We
Yeah,
can't do that.
Is there dragons besides the very beginning? I can't even remember. There's just a dragon at the beginning and the end. I don't even know.
I think there's supposed to be more of them in the sequel. That's my
I don't know. I'll give it a try. Gabby's Arcanum, I think, is the name of the channel. She just started her Discord, and it's like their first buddy read. So like I joined it, and I'm gonna give it a shot if I can fit it in.
I feel like one thing I did like is it did remind me a bit of Sanderson. You know how like he sort of sets up things really well. I feel like the Rage of Dragons author, I feel like he kind of did that with one part. Like I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think he had to stop learning a certain way to fight and do this different way, and it ended up like turning out really well for him later. So it's like it was just a really interesting like build up. That's like my main praise of that. Is I remember something about that, and I was like, oh, that was really cool the way he like slowly built that up, and it just come out of nowhere. He's not just OP for like no reason.
There's the explanation.
Thank you, Stacey.
Yeah, from what I remember of it, I wanted to stay with the group at the beginning, and then like it does like a double generation jump, and you're with those people instead. But I wanted to be with these people.
Oh
And
yeah,
now
those
they're all
people in
dead.
the prologue are like completely gone.
Yeah, they're all cool. And then like I get Tao. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
I still want to read because I now have the first 3 books, even though I haven't read them because I got them like all really cheap used. The Ruin of Kings, Jen Lyons. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
anybody read that.
I've
I
heard of it.
remember it was popular and then everyone didn't like it anymore. And so I haven't started it yet, but
Fell off the hype train.
I like the covers though, and I just recently bought the last one on Book Outlet because it was really cheap once again, and like the cover looks cool. So
Oh yeah,
Is that the one with the elephant?
yeah,
Didn't that
I'm
like
just like,
just start coming around like these past couple months? I feel like I've just heard a lot about the Ruin of Kings.
Well, I think it's because it's her debut novel, so I think she's just a debut author. She's just gonna have to get better.
Well, from what I heard, the complaint comes not from the story, but from the structure. And that's always something I hype on my channels. I always talk about book structure because your story can be great, but if your structure is just garbage, it's basically a story within a story within a story is how I understand it.
Ooh, I love the
Wow.
third cover. It's like an octopus.
Oh, has the cover been revealed already?
I own
I'm
the
looking
book.
at it. The House
Like
of Olwyn.
like that was one of my problems with Black Company is even though it was like a 300-page book or 300-page book, it was only 7 chapters. And you just can't ask me to slog through that long of chapters.
Yeah,
And CK is going to tell me I'm wrong.
this
Yeah,
was
looks like the fourth
$5.
one is called the
Oh,
fourth
the
one's
fourth
called The
one.
House of Always.
I
And
didn't
it's
know
got an octopus.
That's cool.
I'm curious. I might get that one on audio and give that a shot.
I'm gonna at some point I'm gonna get to it.
See, I'm also kind of iffy about like audio. It's like I don't always pay a lot of attention to audiobooks because usually I'm doing 2 different things. So if I don't know if I'm gonna love it, I don't like the idea of getting the audiobook because I'm probably gonna pay attention even less. So if I already don't think like I'm hesitant about it, and I get the audiobook for it, I'm probably like not even gonna know like half of what's going on.
I've probably done 45 I started audiobooks last year and I've probably done it's only the first book, Patrick. It's only the first book. The structure completely changes in Shadows Linger.
I hate long chapters.
I've probably done 45 audiobooks in like 14 months.
Bye, Nick. Thanks
Bye,
for joining us.
Bye, Nick.
Yeah, it's
But
the other Discworld doesn't have chapters, and I hate it. Like I love Discworld, but I want chapters.
Yeah, Megan.
Guards was good enough.
The To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, those chapters are interesting because it's like a chapter with a title, but it's got like numbered chapters inside of it. I thought that was kind of weird.
I was very confused.
Yeah, I was like, "What? Wait, where am I at right now? What is this?"
In what? Sorry, I got sidetracked reading a comment.
To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, it has like the title chapter,
Mm-hmm.
and then chapter numbers in it, and then it's like,
oh, that's a really old structure. Clive Barker's Weave World does that, and so does the Crown of Stars.
Mm-hmm. That's immediately what I thought of because Crown of Stars has like you have like your like section, and then you have parts, and then you have chapters within the parts.
It's an older style.
Weird, but, oh man, I love those books. I really want to read book 4 now.
How about you wait and let some people catch up?
I'm trying. I have them slated for.
You know, our discussion this weekend on it is not going to make it any better.
Oh, it's going to be so much worse. Oh man, everybody should read Crown of Stars. I'm just saying. Don't ask Megan because she didn't like it, but everyone should read.
Did you read King's Dragon?
I read the first one years ago, and I think
which one is Crown of Stars? These books.
It is dense. I read it in 4 days, and in my review that I dropped, I think it dropped today, didn't it?
Oh
I still
yeah,
have to watch it.
Oh,
the first one, King's Dragon.
How dare you?
I was so busy today.
like, this was years and years ago. So maybe if I gave it another shot, I would.
It is dense. It's a 500-page book on hardcover, and I swear to you, I'd read 800 pages.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
not a good
slow.
feeling. That's not a good feeling.
Well, it's slow, but it's very good.
It's very in-depth world building.
Yeah, it's some of the best world building, and the second book too. The transitions are probably the best I've ever seen in a book, and specifically the second book because like everything just weaves together so well. You have like somebody walking, and then they like think of somebody, and then we transition to that person, and then
So it was funny. As soon as I finished book 1 and I saw the cover for book 2, it clicked. I was like, "Oh, I get it."
Well, I mean, I can't say I won't ever try it again, but then I said that with Malazan, and
Oh, I don't remember. Didn't you try reading Malazan this year, Megan? Did you finish it?
no, this is my 3rd time trying that book, and I can't.
Gardens of the Moon.
read it. Yeah.
It's what I always tell people is you have to get about 50% in for it to click.
So I loved Gardens of the Moon. I didn't understand it, but I loved it.
Well, see, I didn't understand it, and I didn't like it. It's like after I got done with it, I was just like, "What did I just read?"
I don't understand what you're reading.
I finished the series, and I do think it's amazing.
It does the slow reveal where it gives you knowledge across all the books. That style's not for everybody. And
it's a lot of them. It's like you're starting over every book.
I just remember their names, and that's the.
I don't have time for that.
It's book. I think it's book 4. You switch continents, and you don't have any characters you've seen before.
That's House of Chains, right? Yeah. That's House of Chains.
So then, I think that's the right book. But it's like it is really good, but it's the hardest series I've ever read. And Malazan did make me almost not read for a year because it took me so long to get through it, and I didn't want to read anything else. So
that's why I'm doing the Mike's book reviews. He's got it across 2 years.
It's probably good.
Roy, Nika will attest to this. I ranted on the Discord about Dead House Gates, and he told me to push through to 50%, and then it took off for me.
Dead House Gates has one of my favorite plot lines out of all the books, and just kind of in general in it. So
I refuse to pronounce those names out loud.
You missed the entire video. We were supposed to end half an hour ago.
Yeah, right. Now we're just hanging out.
Everything.
Oh, Megan, I am getting the new lighting in a couple weeks.
Yay, sparkles!
Sparkles.
You're getting sparkling. You're gonna be the glittering wizard.
Oh God. Where did that even come from? Is it just
the CK said it?
That's gonna stick with me now. You know that, right? I can't get rid of that.
It. Oh, I love it.
Like I might as well just change my name in the Discord to Glitter Wizard.
Well,
I thought about changing mine to that other guy.
It sounds like an inside joke, so I don't think you have to change it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
To be honest, at this point, I don't even know what I'm talking about. CK just called me the Glitter Wizard, and now people are bringing it back up.
That's your new name.
It's the opposite. Oh, apparently I'm the exact opposite of CK. She's explaining. So, I don't think CK has a black heart. I think it's a little bit. It's got a dark smudge on there, though.
Oh man.
She's the Queen of Darkness. She's the moderator of Run Slowly.
I need to get new lighting. Because I realize that, like, whenever I record during at night, like right now, if I hold up a book, it's like
washed out.
Yeah, the cover looks really bad.
Yeah, I've got a ring light right over here because I was afraid it'd be too dark in this room. There's no overhead lighting in here.
Yeah, I like when the sun's out because I have like 2 windows right there, so I get a ton of light in during the day.
It helps when it's daytime. Because I meant to get lighting, but I didn't like my ring light because I wear glasses, and it just was too hard.
Well, that's one of the big issues I've been having is in a lot of my videos. I got a big ring light that's got a phone stand in the middle of it, but then like in my glasses you can see my ring light, and I'm trying to find alternatives to alleviate the situation.
If you film without your glasses, you just can't see anything.
I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, you just be like, hello.
Hello, and welcome to my channel.
I figured if you stare directly ahead, like you might be okay, but I guess not.
Well, the problem is then I'm just going to be like, hello. And welcome to my channel.
I have a book somewhere.
Yeah, and today we are reviewing King's Dragon by Kate Elliott.
Wait, flip it upside down. It's upside down.
Oh, wait, this is Live Ship Traders.
I'm nearsighted, so.
I've actually dropped my glasses, and I am now kind of starting to panic.
I'm sorry.
What did I do?
I usually take mine off to read, but I just hold the book further away on the live stream. So.
Okay, I found them. All right. Oh, what book did Walker hold up? That was really nice.
Assassin's Apprentice.
Oh yeah, that's because
It is a
he's
nice
reading
book.
it right now. Get the illustrated edition.
It,
Yeah.
you should.
I want to make sure I like it first.
Have you not started it,
That's
Walker?
really, really fair.
No. I'll start it right now for you on camera.
Do it.
Page 1. Read it.
The earliest history, a history of the six. Okay, that's really small. That's it.
That's why you get the illustrated editions. They get worse. Like book 2 was terrible, and book 3 it's literally printed in the margins.
I
It
like
was
the word
awful.
duchies. 6 duchies.
I think
Dang.
you can also now buy the hardcover with the same art. It's just not like holographic and it doesn't have the illustrations. But yeah, I've seen those around. If people don't want to spring for the illustrated edition, but you want the corrected margins and the better line spacing, you can also do that.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard to read. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, it's mass market is just so hard. It's so hard to read now.
I wouldn't have even bought this. It was actually a gift for Christmas. Like I wouldn't have even like started reading this until I made sure I got like a.
Well, the cover art is terrible.
I have Assassin's Quest and Assassin's Apprentice, but then I have a random royal assassin that's like him, like with night eyes, and he's like.
Nor should you be, Stacy.
So bad. It's so bad.
I actually bought the 90s versions used really cheap, and then I realized that I was gonna just want to collect every Hobb book, and so I'm like, I'm gonna start buying the UK versions. So I got the UK versions, a live ship, and tomorrow I'll have the Tawny Man trilogy coming too.
I thought they was my Sanderson books. All mine are the UK editions.
The UK editions are
I
like the
like-
white with the wispy and.
I love my because I see people do that Wheel of Time. I like my Daryl K. Sweet covers, and I like my whimsical covers. I like the old one.
I think the worst channel for me is Elliot Brooke. She has so many like special editions, and her shows always look so nice. I'm just like, where can I get all those nice looking books? It's a problem.
I would love to just change this wall to built-ins and then use that for filming. But you can see I've got a piano right here, and I just got the piano. So
No, Patrick Sanderson's not from the UK. Just we're talking about his UK editions of all of his books.
he's from Utah,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
he?
from Utah. You can't get much more US than that out in the desert.
I'm currently reading Brian McKellen, who is a student of Sanderson. I'm reading the second trilogy in the Powder Mage.
Let me know how you like it.
Oh my god, I almost DNF'd, and then
Oh
as
my
soon as I was
God.
about to DNF on the second trilogy, it just took off, got so much better. I didn't think he'd grown as an author, and it was just too similar to the first trilogy that I didn't think it was bringing any new ideas, so I was going to DNF it, and then just everything changed.
Okay. I was kind of because I liked Powder Mage. I didn't love it. So
Yeah, the first, so like you've got it starts off where you like, oh, McKell's going to be the new Inspector Adamat. Ben Stike's going to be the new Daniel Two-Shot. Lady Flint's going to be the new Thomas. And then you're like, oh, no, everything starts changing. And like they go into those roles. And I'm like, oh, this is just too similar. Nothing's changed. It's just a carbon copy. And then it does get better. Where Powder Mage kind of started off with a bang, where you feel like that first scene should have been the end of a book, going into like that. Sins of Empire actually starts well before that point, and then kind of gets there. So it's a build up instead of dropping you straight into the story, which I actually really enjoyed.
yeah, me too.
You're not starting off with bloody revolution and then moving down into a downward kind of dip and then coming back up into rising action. Instead it starts and you're moving through. So I really enjoyed it.
Good night, Leon. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Leon.
Other side of the pond.
I'm gonna definitely change the name of this to Reading Sprint and Book Chat. Afterward from the later person.
This is literally the first one I've ever been able to attend. Is this how it normally goes? I've like never been able to get to one.
Well, Megan's was much more organized than this one. I feel
And to be honest, like I mean, Christy, yes, but I didn't really know you as well, Nico. And then I didn't really know Tiffany at all. She actually just reached out to me. Like, I don't really have a huge rapport with her, but she's super sweet. So, but like, I've talked to you guys so much that it's more.
This is actually our first time. Like I've gamed with Megan, but that was just voice. And this is actually my first time face to face with Nico, face to face, and I mean, yeah, we've never actually talked.
But I don't know.
Speaking of Bloody Revolutions, if anyone has read Flame,
That's why CK likes Red Rising. Anyway,
CK, have you read okay, I'm gonna hold up the sequel, the first one to this, Fireborn. Have you read Fireborn? I loved Fireborn.
I was wondering what that sequel to was.
Would you recommend that for somebody who doesn't typically read YA?
Yes, I thought it was really good. I thought the political stuff was really good. I don't think that I think the relationships don't have too much drama. I feel like all the characters not only have like chemistry, but they have like cohesion. Like the characters all work really well together, even though there's technically like a four square. It's not really dramatic, and they just all work really well together. And there's dragons.
I know Alan really liked it.
It was so good. I really did like it. Yeah.
Is it Souls of Fire or the Aurelian Cycle series?
The Aurelian Cycle.
Okay.
He's adding it to his TBR right now.
It's there.
The only thing I hate about it is that the first book, because this is like the new cover series, but the first cover looks nothing like this. And I like the original cover because it looked really, I can't think of the word, like propagandic. That's not a word, but like propaganda. It looked like it was kind of like that. And it's all about like this sort of revolution. So it made sense. This is just a little too like fantasy looking. And it's not like a full fantasy book. So it's a little disappointing. That's it.
Crazed Monkey said Branderson's too slow burn. What book have you read? Just out of curiosity. Did you start with Stormlight or?
Yeah, Stormlight, I could see it definitely being a slow burn.
Yeah, it starts out really, really slow.
Yeah.
I think he mentioned in the Discord, and I can't remember now.
But because
then again, he's loving Malazan, so he's
that's crazy.
Yeah, Crazy Monkey is he's part of the Discord. He's Narsil's brother, and he read Guard of the Moons and went straight to Deadhouse Gates. Like I couldn't do that.
Yeah, he read Stormlight. I would definitely say I would try Mistborn, because the whole first book feels like it's like own thing. It like has this really good like start and end, so you get a whole lot right in that first book.
Yeah, Final Empire could definitely be its own standalone.
Really good. And Stacy, so I've heard that, and Andrew and others have told me that I should continue the series. I just
I'll send you my copies, Nico.
So much.
I'll send you my copies.
You didn't like Red Rising?
Oh, I hated it.
I didn't like it either.
It was basically a Hunger Games reskin.
I would have DNF'd it, but at the time I didn't DNF books. So I hate Reddit.
He's telling me the same thing. They're like, it gets better, but I just feel like I've never had a good experience retrying a DNF and like it being successful. So I was like,
I would not
it's not for everyone.
Red Rising. If I do, I'll just continue and go based on my memory.
So starting out in Golden Sun, because I have read all three. Basically, Golden Sun treats Red Rising as only a prologue. You are no longer on Mars. Like that part is done. It basically it starts out with Darrow, everything falls apart, and from there it's constant scrambling.
I also don't like Darrow. He was so
if you
annoying.
don't like Darrow, don't read it.
That's what I've been told.
No, if you don't like Darrow, don't read it.
I didn't.
I got
like
my boss to read it.
I didn't like the pros. I didn't like the Hunger Games knockoffs. I just everything pretty much.
The Hunger Games knockoff goes away.
Yeah, because isn't like literally the first one's only about that. It's not like it's just like there's a literal Hunger Games. But I feel like that's it. Nothing else is really about it is like the Hunger Games.
And it wasn't even just that. It was like it had kind of all the YA tropes that are like why I don't typically enjoy
those
YA.
Go away. Those do go away.
People tell me it's not YA. Like that is 100% a YA market.
By the time you get to the sequel trilogy, I've heard that it's basically grimdark.
That's what I've heard.
Which is weird, but I don't know. I might
it's
have
not.
to try
It's
it
really
point,
not. I believe me. But if you don't like Darrow, I got my boss to read it, and he read it, and then looked at me and said, "Why did you make me do that?"
Hey Nico, if you read the because I'm literally in the same boat you are. Like I read did you say you finished the first one or not even finished?
I did finish it. I didn't want to finish it, but I did.
Okay. Yeah, I finished it too. I didn't think it was that bad, but I wasn't planning on continuing. So if you ever do, hit me up, and I'll probably pick it up the same month you do.
And the
I think
intrigue and the machinations and just all.
Andrew's gonna force me to. I think.
I won't force you.
If I want to try again.
I backed myself into a corner because I commented on the record in Discord that if anybody would like send me them for free, I would read.
I'll send
them.
it to you.
If somebody sends me a book for free, I will read the book. Like
I plan on getting
might
the
not
Juniper
like the
cover.
book.
I plan on getting the Juniper edition.
When though? When are you going to read it?
If it, well, okay, I do because like if you send me a book, I'm gonna prioritize it because
Yeah,
like,
I sent you House of Chains. How come you haven't read it yet?
What's that?
I've read it
Titanic
before.
meme?
What's the
What's
what?
that
Sorry.
the Titanic meme, which is like, I waited 64 years. Like that's gonna be you guys sending books to Nico.
So like I did not like the Forgetting Moon, and I left I made a terrible review for it, and I was not nice. And Brian Lee Durfee was like, "Hey, thanks for the review. I think the second book will help out," and he sent it to me. And like this is when I had like 2 subscribers, and he sent it to me, and so I'm like, okay, I'm afraid I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna read it because you sent it, and thankfully I enjoyed it quite a lot. I really liked it, but like I had no intentions of reading it before he sent it to me anytime soon, at least. So like if you send me a book, I'll bump it up.
See, I read the sample chapter on Kindle, and I thought that it nabbed me right away. Just the prose I enjoyed.
Yeah, it wasn't. Forgetting Moon wasn't bad. It just did a lot of things I didn't like, and a lot of it was tropes, and a lot of it was on purpose. Is as much as I can say. A lot of the things that I didn't like, he did very intentionally for reasons that become clear later. And so that's even kind of what he tried to tell me without spoiling. Like everything you've mentioned, like you caught a lot of things that like are gonna matter later. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm actually really excited for book 3. Rarely have I flip-flopped so totally on a series before, from being like, I'll read the next one, but I don't think I'm gonna like it, to like, oh, that's cool, I'll read the next one. Plus there's a shark battle, and shark battles are just
battle.
Oh, in book 2 there's a shark battle, and I refuse to say any more than that because I'm
just imagining street sharks now. Shout out to the 90s.
It was like the craziest battle scene. It was amazing. It was a little bit goofy in the best way, but it was also like really violent.
Speaking of sharks, what's the DC movie with all the Suicide Squad? If anyone's a fan of that, the sequel just came out.
I'm sorry, I just saw that. Thanks, CK.
Keep it clean.
It's clean for her. She's being nice.
Yeah, that is her being nice. She is queen of the Grimdark channel.
The shark battle. It's not like shark battles. There's just a battle that involves sharks.
Oh,
and it's the 5 warrior angels.
I got laser beams on their heads.
There's like a battle that's a bunch of sharks around, and it's really cool.
You're not selling it very well. I'm just telling you.
Like, it was, I don't know. It's just like huge epic battle. I'm sorry. I detailed it in my review.
Aquaman?
It's a bunch of regular people having a battle. There's like this strip of land that when the tide is low, it's sandy and you can walk across it from one like country to another. And during low tide, there's this huge pitched battle happening, but it ends up taking forever. And so the tide comes in and all of these sharks come in and just start straight up eating people while they're trying to still fight and get out. And
man, they had to like wait a long time for the water depth to get deep enough for sharks to swim up.
There are a lot of sharks there,
unless they're really tall people.
It's explained. Like I'm not doing a good job now, but it's explained.
Stacy, I remember that. I just remember that from Loch Lamore. I love those parts. Those were some
yeah, that was cool. I loved those.
The beginning of I've only I don't remember that.
It comes up a couple times.
They're like gladiator fights over the ocean where there are sharks.
Oh, you're right. Where they're in the harbor and he's like,
yeah, I remember, and
camouflaged.
Yeah, I don't remember. There's like a whole backstory about like them talking about like two people fighting and those someone like betrayed someone else. It was one of the weirder like backstories they brought up. It was like a whole chapter about that.
He's gonna read it right now.
Where is that again?
I told you. You're just looking it up. Somewhere near the beginning. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I don't think it's that prominent at the very beginning. I think it's like later in the book.
Is it at the beginning or is it later in the book?
Well,
Yeah, it's
sort
like the female twins.
it's like his first heist that like where we're introduced to him when he's trying to trick one of the nobles and they're on his boat.
I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that scene, but I don't remember there being sharks.
Well, that's why I don't think it like they explained what was happening at that first part. It's later when it comes back to it.
I completely forgotten about that.
Oh, somebody says it's in chapter 2.
Yeah. Okay. Man, Stacy's on it tonight.
Stacy's
That's-
legit.
Like, keep it
Stacy
up.
should be in this, not me.
Keep it like-
Yes,
Stacy
with
knows
the
what's
twins
going on.
in chapter 2. There we
Of
go.
course, CK remembers where somebody
She
got
did.
bitten by
I
a
got the
shark.
characters.
That's not really a bite from a shark. It's a whole devouring.
I know. I'm just
Small
giving her
one.
crap.
You got
Oh,
it.
jeez.
It's we've been going for almost 3 hours. I just
I
realized.
used to be a party pooper, but like I'm a teacher. I'm asleep by like 9.
That's fair.
I probably look drunk. So
Yeah,
No,
you look like you're ready to be done with us.
You just look sleepy.
I'm just tired.
It's yeah. It's I tried to give everyone out earlier, but yeah, we've been going for a considerably long time.
Well, I
It
don't
was
think
worth
they're
it.
blaming you, Nico. They're like, oh, this guy's keeping me prisoner.
Why? Ugh, I know. But, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. We still have, it looks like 9 people here.
I'm just gonna go.
So
I've got this shit
that's
to do. I'm gonna
for
stall.
people sticking around. That's pretty awesome. So thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah, we'll
We
have to do this
appreciated
again.
it. You will definitely have to do it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you guys all have a good weekend. Looking forward to talking to you guys on Discord.
Enjoy the weekend. Well, me and Nico will be back later to discuss Crown of Stars this weekend.
Yes, we'll be doing that this weekend, and next weekend on the 2nd, next Friday is the live show for Ship of Magic on Megan's channel that I'm still really mad that I can't be at because I have so many things I want to say about it. But
I thought you were part of the.
It's a long. I'll tell you in Discord. I had to back out, but maybe we'll swap you in. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you want to swap in?
Sure. What time?
6.
I can make that work.
We'll discuss in Discord.
Let me talk to my wife and then I'll.
Okay.
Because that's when
All right.
usually when the baby's getting ready to go to sleep. So.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a
I'm
good
clicking end
weekend.
broadcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.